second part of our meeting is to evaluate the meeting and also evaluators. Paul, he said, did a great job in evaluating Tanya. Tanya, you are natural in speaking. As you get away from your note, you were 100% better than you attached to your note. That's the thing you find out. Like, what is that? Why am I speaking? Why do I need water? Why I'm sharing that with you? Because when you start talking, telling your story, the whole vibe is different. The whole energy is different. We start listening to you, like, why is she drinking? Why is she doing all this? I'm so glad you mentioned that about sitting down and drinking. I thought you sit down and drink because you don't want to get drunk and fall off. But that's another story altogether. But I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But that's certainly very helpful. But serious note, you're a very natural speaker, and you speak the way you've done this. You have so much skill when you sit down, you explain to yourself, why am I doing this? And you start telling the story, you didn't need any note. If you start out like that at the beginning, why am I drinking? That will take a whole speech. And the little research, you can add on to the body and pass out. That should not be your beginning. But your beginning is what you have to do. A fantastic natural speaker. Thank you for sharing that with us. The meeting, a lot of time, smaller group meeting, actually are better. Because people have opportunity to do many things. And that's what we are when we are into different type of meeting. You can be able to multitasking, doing different roles. I have to also give kudos to you because you were, timer is one of the more challenging roles. People think it's easy, but it's not. Because you have to be on top all the time. You have to be called almost every single time that people give you a speech. In addition to that, you have to give your speech too. I'm not sure I could do all that. Not the timer, especially I have to give a speech as well. So it's fantastic. Thank you. And Paul, I give him another name, Mr. Prop. Didn't he make it fun to give us a little prop, cheer us up, being creative, and table topics? You're fantastic. Very creative. You always have well prepared, well thought out, give a speech that make us not only think, but also relatable and appropriate. I thank you for that. What could we improve more? We can always have more members, but this is the time where most of our regular members have other activities just happen to coincide with that. We'll just have to have different mix, but I'm so glad we all show up. But that's the attribute for John, Astrid, you, we come in, renew, and folks that come in, we can continue doing this. One other improvement, if we are to follow according to what we have in there, is when we introduce the folk for speeches, we usually ask the timer, according to what the set in the instruction, you give them the manual, the name, the title, the name, and then you call from the timing criteria. And however the question, then that way would be get the speaker attention, what are the timing criteria is. Just a sequence of how it should be done. Some people do it differently, but that's what's written. Other than that, I think we have a great speech. Before that, we'll call on to the grammarians. Please give us your report.